And holds it aloft. There goes the siren to kick the first quarter off.
They could have actually started at 1 o'clock today.
Not sure if I need to open the window or not, but nice tap out by number 9 there from the Swans. Robert Staff playing in the ruck. There's an early whistle here, and a free kick going the Swans' way in the middle of the ground. They look short.
Good mark by Bennett.
Jimmy Bennett, one of their better players. He goes wide to the half-forward flank. Mark taken in front of Luke Walsh there. Little scrubby kick inside 50. So Swans attacking to the netball end. Plenty of players around the ball. I think we're going to get a stoppage here right at centre half forward for the Shepp Swans.
And I believe there's a number of Shepp Swans thirds filling in as well for Swans, so it'll make it even harder maybe for them to get some momentum. So ball up in the air. Howes he couldn't take it, and he wraps up the opposition ruckman, and so he's going to throw it up again, David. Just a true centre half back for Mansfield.
Howes in the ruck for the Eagles, but he's beaten by his opponent, but no one there to get the clearance. Luke Walsh picks it up for Mansfield. He's tackled immediately. Fires out a handball, and we're off and running. And German's got the ball running through the centre square. He goes on a lovely lead, Ben Fagan, but he drops the mark at half forward. The Swans get back there in numbers. A grubby little kick from Mitch Small goes towards the boundary line. And Ben Fagan gets over there, fires out a handball. Marwick inside to German. German has a shot at goal. And Jamie Sheehan watches it sail over his head for the first goal of the day.
One for Henry III.
So first goal to Tom German.
Indeed, and that's first goal to Mansfield, and Mansfield 1 goal 6 points. Shepparton yet to score.
Great to see David German starting like he did a few weeks ago. And last home game, I felt that he was obviously carrying injury and he couldn't quite reach that sort of performance. But in that first 2 minutes there, I think he had 3 or 4 possessions and such a penetrating kick when he's on the run.
Yeah, good to see Tom putting his hand up the play. There's been a few players missing. As I mentioned, Ryan Bartlett out with an injury. Marcy's not playing this week. So a couple of injuries for the Eagles.
Stepped out by Staff, picked up by Patrick Marks on the wing there, pops it out wide. Nice mark there in 24.
And Selmy,
He goes back again. Short, scrubby kick, but it's good to Marwick, who marks it centre half forward for Mansfield. Just on about, probably 45.
Yeah, 45 out, I reckon. Off to Marks. Marks has a shot from outside 50.
And
Marks is happy. He's kicked the goal.
Goodness me, more money for him.
So goal on the board to Patrick Marks that time.
And the score for Henry III.
2 goals even Mansfield, and Shepparton Swans yet to score.
I saw Tony earlier when he drives those big trucks.
Oh, yes.
And had a big grin on his face, and I reckon it's because he was going to get his name mentioned so many times. There are going to be a few goals today because we're pretty hot favourites.
Well, he is, and look, and he does do a great job.
He comes around to your house, cleans up messes.
Yeah, lots of messes.
But does a good job, doesn't he?
Doing the umpire escort role today.
Tony. Tapped out by the Swans ruckman. Picked off the pack there. He's a Nation, yep. Scrubby kick, but young Housey couldn't mark it. It was on the ground, wrapped up by 2, from Swans, and Brown picks it up. That's Rossi Brown, and he gets a free kick.
He's got the free kick for shirt ripped off.
He says, don't worry about it, he plays on. Handball at Herridge. Herridge goes for handball across out wide here to Patrick Marks on the half-back flank. Marksy, ball-like pass to Anselmi. Anselmi on the true wing, David.
Brad Anselmi, centre wing. Press box side, he goes towards centre half forward.
He's chopped off.
He's going to be chopped off there, but they couldn't take the mark, the Swans. And the ball's on the deck. Little quick kick out of there going nowhere. Ben Fagan applies a tackle, and we'll get a ball. No, it's Housey down there. We'll get a ball up 30 metres out, directly in front of the Eagles' goal, attacking to the Mount Buller end.
And a good effort by young Nation there again, and Cam Houghton was a big rap for him in the way he's been going about his footy.
Yeah, certainly has been playing good footy. Battling in hard there for the Swans was Healy. They get a little clearance.
Good tackle.
Good tackle from an Eagle play there. A player comes over the top, looks like Mitch Small applying the pressure there for the Swans. And it'll be a ball up, centre half forward, so not much movement there. Ben Fagan doing the ruck duties up against Robert Staff. Ball's directed forward for the Eagles, but there's plenty of Swans players back there defending. Umpire's blown his whistle, paid a free kick for an illegal tackle. And the Shepp Swans will get a kick at centre-half back.
Sort of let it go, though, David. He didn't really get rid of it. But anyway, he goes out to the wing here, and it's Marwick. Strong mark by Scotty Marwick. He looks for a handball. Oh, he's played on, but the umpire, yes, the umpire has called it. Short, German, the true centre of the ground. Again, penetrating kick to about 55 off, and it's no mark off the pack. Couldn't pick it up there. Couldn't see who that is. Jamie Sheehan's out wide. He goes on the left foot. No. Smothered. Well done to the Swans player there, Dave.
And they defend to half back, the Swans. The ruckman's got it there. A little handball over the top. His teammate tackled immediately. Scott Marwick fires out the handball. Brand Anselmi goes to German.
He's on fire, Dave.
Tackle. His handball's cut off, though, and the Swans run through the middle of the ground. Healy gets another possession. His handball's cut off there. Scotty Marwick will mop it up for the Eagles.
Oh, too high. Downfield umpire.
Downfield umpire. Should have been a free kick to Reekers, but the Swans are battling hard at half back. Kick off the side of the boot goes towards centre wing. Will it stay in?
Yeah, it is, number 13. Who's that?
Nice kick into the forward line.
It's Jamie Reekers, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Jamie Reekers goes forward.
Housey
and
in the pocket.
That's Jacob Howes, and kicks a point for Henry III. And Henry says...
Well, in a minute.
In a minute.
He says it.
I'll be there in a minute.
I'll be there in a minute.
He's quick. He does. He turns up on time.
Not on a Saturday afternoon.
Big kick left foot by the full back from Swans, and the ruckman from Swans here, who is number 6, I think it is, Chris Cullen, has actually given away a free kick. Marwick goes short, and there he is again, German, who's on fire in these first couple of minutes. David is going to kick on 45 again.
He has, and all players in one half of the ground. The Swans are flooding in an attempt to get some pressure on the Eagles. German will have a shot from 45, and about a 40-degree angle as he comes in now on the members' side. His kick is on the way. It looks pretty good off the boot. Just a little bit left.
Oh, bad luck.
And Jamie Sheehan watches it through for a behind. So another behind. We better get a score for Tony,
right.
if we can.
2-2 Mansfield to Shepparton Swans yet to score. Score brought to you by Henry III, your local liquid waste specialist servicing the Mansfield and surrounding areas.
Fullback from Swans went out wide, and again Marwick's chopped it off in front of the Mansfield Sporting Complex. He goes short. German couldn't hold the mark. Off hands. Quick kick by Foster. Well, that's Will Foster, a young kid, and through for another point for the Mansfield. So
2-3.
Scotty Marwick prominent early, Adrian. He's probably had 4 or 5 marks already.
Yeah.
And nice to see him getting involved early. Again, they're all players in one half of the ground again. The Swans all look to the members' side. They seem keen on that pocket. Kicking from full back has been marked in the left back pocket.
Yeah, the Swans just resorted to going short. It's really going nowhere. Nice punch from behind by Foster. Picked up big by the ruckman from Swans. Quick hands to another Swans player. No, working really hard. There's Anselmi on hands and knees. The ruckman from Swans. Staff. Is it Staff?
Yep.
Picks it up. Again, young, I couldn't see, sorry, who that was, 30. Quick kick by Walsh at centre forward into the full forward. And off hands there. Jamie Sheehan traps the ball. Can't keep it in, and the umpire says, I'll throw that in right in front of the old fire station sign.
It was Tommy Gardner out there, number 30, with driving that ball inside, attacking 50. And
did well, David.
The crowd over at the bars swelling. Look, there's going to be 28 people over there, I reckon, now.
Yeah, cold day here. Umpire throws it in.
Yes.
Off hands. Neither ruckman get it. Couldn't get it there. Tapped in. Discovery. Oh, German quick off the foot. And another point, David. Got to straighten up.
Another point on the board for the Eagles.
2-4 Mansfield to Shepp Swans yet to score.
So Pepper in the goals, but just can't straighten up, and maybe perhaps just got to be a little bit more composed under pressure. And so a couple of times, David, we've gone and kicked sideways instead of straightening up, and I think we could sort of probably work on that a little bit.
I think today they could actually afford to go straight down the middle.
Could possibly try that out.
All day.
So the Shepparton Swans fullback is Jackson Milne. He's getting leather poisoning so far, kicking the ball in.
He's going
left foot kick. He goes up the middle this time.
That's more like it.
And he goes looking for the big ruckman there, but he couldn't complete the mark. Plenty of Eagles there in competition. Carswell drives the ball back into the pocket, and no mark taken. The ball's on the deck. quick left foot kick goes outside 50.
Oh,
Running
well done.
back there, couldn't complete the
Reekers.
mark. Reekers, but he's picked up the loose ball now. Looks inside, kicks off the side of the boot. Marwick again goes over the top to Carswell. Carswell got Marks running past. Marks has gone on the left foot, but he mistimed it completely.
Oh, well done.
Great tackling there by Brant Anselmi. Keeps the ball in the forward 50. He gets another go. Anselmi goes right to full forward. Sheen in front, couldn't take the mark. But he's onto the loose ball now. Handball out to Foster. Foster on the left foot comes back inside.
Brilliant German.
And German kicks another goal.
Oh, well done, young Foster. Fantastic little chip quick kick.
3-4, 22 Mansfield, and Shepp Swans yet to score. Score put to you by Henry III. And as Henry says, your poo is our bread and butter.
Now, they had 3 or 4 options there. It was really good to see the players on ball run down with German. There was 3 of them that could have got it, and German just used his pace to accelerate at the right time, David. So good play by Mansfield.
Yes.
Good to see them bringing it back into the corridor, so to speak, so they can actually go straighten up. And once you're kicking on a better angle, instead of from the pockets, you're going to kick a goal. So fantastic start.
Like the way Cam's sorted this out, he's thrown a few of his backmen forward. Carswell having a run at centre half forward, so keeping the scoring pressure on the Swans. The tap out goes towards Nation. Nation handball at the back to Brown. He's under the pump straight away. Brandon Anselmi gets back there. He's tackled inside of 50, and he's going to be pinged for an illegal disposal. It's a free kick to the Swans, 50 metres out from goal. It was a good tackle.
It was a good tackle, and but great to see Anselmi taking them on, and he's got natural pace, David. So you know, he's just a bit unlucky there, just turned the wrong way, but certainly having a bit to say in the match at the moment between him and German.
Number 8, Jimmy Bennett, left foot kick is on the way. It's high to the left-hand side. Marks gets back there with a fantastic spoil, kills the ball over the line for a point. So the Swans score, which is good to see. They're on the board with a point.
Correct.
Okay, so Patrick Marks will take the kick. Just a bit of a wait. Players set up. They're waving, go up the middle. So it's obviously a set plan up, and he does that. He pulls up a little bit shorter than what they were planning on, though. But picked up off the front by
here he goes.
By Davies. That's Ashraf Davies, who's played a good couple of weeks of footy, David. Off hands. Oh, no, he grabbed it. Well done, Marwick. Playing a sensational game at the moment. He goes short. Howes marks.
Yep.
That's Jacob Howes is marked. About 35 out. Almost dead in front.
Yes.
Slight angle.
Good teamwork again there from the Eagles. And Scotty Marwick's got the ball on a string, playing it half forward. Jacob Howes, as you said, 30 metres out, virtually directly in front. And normally a reliable kick at goal, so probably put the commentator's curse on him there. I hope not, mate. And he comes down. Kick is on the way. The goal umpire does a little bit of work to his left. Looks up at the post.
He's kicked
and
it.
He says it's a goal.
Henry III.
Jacob Howes.
No, and Mansfield's fourth. Mansfield 4-4, 28 leading. Shepp Swans 1 behind.
Fantastic work, David. What I could do really is just leave German and Marwick and Brant Anselmi and young Foster on the ground. Everyone else can't have a rest because they're the only ones at the moment that are just running around doing what they like. I mean, they're just getting so much of the footy, those 3 guys. Young Foster here, you know, only a young kid, and he's so nimble, David, and makes good decisions at the right time.
Yep. Lovely silky left foot up. He's playing out on the wing on our side of the ground at the moment, and the truck tap out from Ben Fagan goes to German. He gets another clearance. Ball's at half forward. Nation couldn't complete the mark. Shepp Swans players get back there in numbers. They flick the ball to the back of the contest. Now they go forward, but it's a terrible kick. And onto the ball is Wiz Howes. He goes to Carswell. Carswell goes into the pocket and looking for Jacob Howes, but Shepp Swans' opponent there spoils it across the boundary line for a throw in.
Zach Elderton from Swans, really good effort for come across the front of the pack and just punch the ball away. Good defensive skills. So we'll throw the ball in front of the Coffee Merchant Sign Sporting Complex side of the ground. Nice tap down by Howes. Can't pick it up. Can't work through there. Again, he tries again. Players stack on each other, and umpire says, give it to me, I'll throw it up. It's too cold to be laying on the ground.
At least it's not pouring with rain.
Yet.
Not yet. Oh. A lot of beanies in vogue today out there in the crowd.
Beanie today. You wear your beanie?
Yes, I had a beanie on earlier.
Yeah, Paul had a beanie on too.
Yeah, well, I've taken
Keith didn't. He stuck with a hat.
Yeah. German fires out a handball. It was chopped off by the Swans. Ball's been dragged back into the pack, and we'll get another ball up. 30 metres out from the Eagles' goal, attacking to the Buller end.
I'm going to say hello to Keith. He's in the car today.
Yes, keeping his back.
Got the motor going, mate. Keep the heater going. All right, Bummer threw the ball up in oil stack in the same spot. David haven't gone anywhere, and so Swans are really locking the ball down pretty well here at the moment. But I'm looking for a German or someone running through here, and I've just said that there was Herridge instead. Herridge to Sheehan, spins on the 20-cent pace, and bang!
Lots of goal.
I love it.
And on the Henry III scoreboard, we have, please, Paul.
Drum roll. 5-4-34 Mansfield, and Shepp Swans 1 point, and we are at the 16-minute mark of the first quarter.
And
Excellent.
that's just a classic Jamie Sheehan goal. The amount of times over the years you've seen him spin, and he just almost does it with the 1 foot touch and just bang. And it's so quick, and no one, I mean, it had 3 or 4 players around them and they didn't know which way he went. So good to see him up and about early, Dave.
Absolutely. A quick AFL score update. Carlton, 5 goals straight, 30. To Port Adelaide, 3-5-23, 25 minutes into the
I
first
haven't had
quarter.
a winner yet, David.
The game is still young.
Oh, it's very young.
Yeah, Ruckman go up in here in the middle of the ground, and I think it's Walsh, short hands, couldn't pick it up there. Younghouse to Walsh again. Walsh on the right foot, bit of a loopy kick. Foster's too high for him over the back. Good pick up by a Swans player, number 1 there. He gets the hands out, but then Young Nation can't pick it up. Oh, well done, the Eagles there. It's Carswell. Carswell spins around. Does a Jamie Sheehan. Short kick. Can't mark. Fagan. Strong work by Fagan. Well done there, Brandy and Selmy. And they've got it out there, the Swans here. And the young fella there, can't see his number, sorry, to the listeners, but there was a bit of a sky ball, and Rekas is marked in the middle of the ground, David.
Under pressure, they're just grabbing the ball and bombing it, the Swans. It's not really working for them. Rekas goes inside, attacking 50, looking for Marwick, and why wouldn't you? Off hands, little handball over the top to Sheehan from Gardner. Sheehan goes towards goal, and it's
hit the post.
Hit the post.
Who put that post there? Goodness me.
5-5-35 Mansfield, 1 point Shepp Swans.
That was good footy though, Dave.
Was indeed. And from fullback they go for the ruckman, or is it Jimmy Bennett? Might be Bennett.
Jimmy Bennett.
Number 8. He goes long and with his left boot towards centre wing on the members' side, but it's all Eagles out there. They'll just bring the ball back into play.
Nice hands back in the middle of the ground here.
There's the marks. He didn't see that Shepp Swans players coming, but it didn't matter. He bounced off him and gives it to Rekas. Rekas runs through the
bullet pass.
Oh, lovely mark.
Oh, Scotty Marwick, he's having the quarter of his season so far. He's just clunking everything that comes his way. That was just a beautiful pass by a young player, David. Put it out in front, backed himself, and bang, hit him up. So he's going to kick on 45. It's a high ball. Come on, swing. Oh. Yes, he had. No. Oh,
touched right on the line. So another behind of the Mansfield Eagles. And I think the crowd over at the bar's up to 32. I reckon, if I started to count them all. So there's plenty of room up there.
31, Dave.
31, okay.
17 kicks it out there. Who is McKinnon? McKinnon gets it to Swans player. Short kick. Grabbed by another player. Sorry, can't see the numbers here. Picked up by Howes in the middle. Oh, smothered. Good work by that young player there in number 2 from the Shepp Swans, who is Gattuso. But it flops out here, and I think that's Sheehan.
No, he's in the pocket.
No, Sheehan's down here, so I'm not too sure. Couldn't see who that was. Picked up well by number 18 in Luke White. And White kicks it. Oh, poleaxed.
Good
Jamie Sheehan is using him as a weight bar. And it's just...
for a sack of spuds, what is it?
Yeah, poor bloke. But he's up and he's about. The both players are okay. And it's going to be thrown in the forward pocket for... Mansfield.
Yes, the right forward pocket. The ball's been trapped on that side of the ground most of the day. And they're trying to spin through the
quick
pack,
hit.
and someone has spun through there and had a shot at goal.
You've got to be
very
Jeremy
happy
Foster, is it?
It is a goal to the Eagles. Just trying to pick up the kicker there. They're still getting around him. I'm wondering if it's not Tom Gardner coming out there. We might have to confer with the scorers next door.
Can Gardner and young Foster get a different haircut? One bleach your hair, like it's just so much from here. Yeah?
We'll give it to Gardner for the start.
For the moment, we'll give that to Gardner.
I know what the problem is. They've both got long sleeve jumpers as well.
Yeah, they're in vogue today, and the beanies.
Oh, soft. Didn't have them in my day, Dave.
Back in the middle of the ground, the umpire throws the ball lost. Harry's just scoops the loose ball up.
German.
Kick to a leading player in German who's marked 55 out. He looks inside, and that is Gardner, who just led back into the hole and has marked 35 out.
These young guys, David, they're just having a field day. They're just running around. They're really enjoying themselves, and just great to see their confidence booming. He'll kick this from probably 35.
Yes.
And they haven't been that accurate, Dave, so...
Not much angle to speak of.
Must
and
be
he
the
comes
breeze.
now. Kick is on the way. It's a bit of a helicopter, but I think it is a goal, says the umpire.
A goal. Sausage.
Okay, that could be Tom's second goal, actually. But anyway, Mansfield now 7-6-48, leading Shepp Swans, one behind only.
And that's it, man. German heavily involved early again. He's just everywhere, trapping the ball. Getting good clearance out of the middle, David, which makes it so much easier. I mean, Jimmy Herridge's pick up there in the middle before, and his lining up again here was just sensational. And quick hands, quick movement. It's good work.
And Cam Houghton rings the changes.
Here he is again.
Herridge, handball out. Gardner, handball. Anselmi over the top. Walsh running past. His kick goes towards forward 50, but it's wide, and Gallagher out there couldn't keep it in play. Yeah, his trickles over the boundary line, 60 metres from goal.
Bit of grandpa Gallagher. He's sort of he's been around for a while now, Gags.
Don't think Gags will overdo it too much today.
No. Umpire's going to throw it in virtually in front of the can bar here. Throws it up in the air. Oh, nice tap by the from behind by the Swans ruckman, and they wrap up the players. Everyone jumps in, and the umpire says, "Give it to me."
I see even the physio over there got the green vest on and the beanie on his head, trying to stay warm on the bench. Balls.
Well, he can't give himself a rub down, can he? So
ball's forced over the boundary line, just attacking side of the centre wing.
And this is right in front of the camera.
It is. No, is it still
31
31 or 32?
31. No, I think it's 32.
There's a youngster there, but you can't.
Someone else is coming. Throw the ball in. Howes. Quick little punch down to Jim Herridge. Can't get out. But either can Gardner, and they take it over the boundary line to be thrown in 10 metres from the can bar, almost at the start of the Mansfield Sporting Complex.
I wonder if we'll see any play on this side of the ground this afternoon.
Yeah, it's a bit lonely over here.
It's a bit hard on the eyes.
Boys in the super box.
No excitement at all. Off the pack here, the ball picked up by a Swans player. He drives it up the middle. Ross Brown's got about 10 metres to grab the ball. Taps it, not really to anyone much. Picked up by Swans player. He's met a good tackle there by young
Lockie Christopher involved.
And Gardner. Rikus. Again, another good pass. Couldn't quite trap it in Carswell. He's going to have to wrap up the player. Oh, that's nearly deliberate.
I think that's on the full, is it?
No, it's not on the full.
The umpire says, I'll throw it in.
Yep, so in the end, it wasn't too bad a work by young as Jared Service. It is 24 for the Swans. So umpire throw it in here, just in front of the toilet block between here and the playground. Throws it up in the air.
Oh, the ruckman didn't even get to the throw-in. It was a pretty shallow throw-in. Yep. And
Herridge.
Healy gets a handball.
Short hands, German.
Off. Oh, look at this Marwick again over the top. Lockie Christopher, who kicked goal of the year a few weeks ago, but he can't keep it in play. And it's out of bounds. The left forward pocket this time for the Eagles.
Yeah, not bumping our own tyres up, but we've had the call 2 weeks in a row for a goal, so we've got to work on it today.
Yeah, we've got to try and get another one up today.
We've got to go for the hat-trick, Dave.
Goal of the round.
Goal of the round
we're looking for.
Yeah, hat-trick.
So thanks to those over at the GV who are putting us up for these. Marwick gets the tap out. Oh, Gardner just runs onto it. And kicks away to the left.
Bad luck, son. That was great work.
And it's a point, another point to the Eagles.
And sees the score now 7-7-49 Mansfield, 1 point to the Swans.
So a great start by the Eagles. Of course, they were expected to get the victory today, but they seem to have turned up with the right attitude. And Cam is throwing them around, giving everyone a bit of a run in the middle, and keeping the game enjoyable for the players.
So Jackson Milne from Swans will kick this out. He's going to come our side of the ground. Thank goodness we're going to see some footy on this side of the ground. Up in the air. It's just hanging in the air from that end, isn't it? Picked up well by number 18, Bennett. Oh, there's 3 or 4 Swans players there, and they just wrap them up, and the umpire throw it up on the true wing right in front of us here, Dave.
Yeah, Mason Travakis Travakis from the Swans there was up last with the ball. Howes gets the tap out for the Eagles. Goes forward. Walsh tries to steal it from the pack. He's picked it up. It's tackled immediately. Tries a little kick off the ground. That misfires as well. Ball still on the deck. They flick the ball out here to the Swans. Tutsu gets it out to a running player on centre wing.
Oh, well
he goes towards half forward, but there's 5 Eagles back there. Rossi Brown marks on his chest.
Oh, nice kick, Ross Brown to Jacob Howes, who fumbled it, ended up coming off hands. Chased up there. Well, Young Nation traps the ball well. Couldn't quite then grab it again on the second hop. Comes out wide here. I think that's... couldn't see. I think that's Ashraf Davies. High ball. Sheen at the back of the pack there. Oh, what a pickup by him. Goodness. Is it a goal, yeah?
Yes, it's a goal.
That is sensational by again. German just running through David with pace.
So another goal to the Eagles, and that's Tom German's 3rd goal, Paul.
Indeed. Sees Mansfield now 8-7-55, leading Shepp Swans 1 point, and scoreboard to you by Henry III at the 26-minute mark of the first quarter. So Siren very close.
Siren very close. Tommy Gardner comes out onto the press box wing in front of us here. In the middle, looks like Lockie Christopher, Jimmy Herridge, Scotty Marwick taking a turn in the ruck, and the man who'd be best on ground, I think, Tom German in the middle for the Eagles.
Umpire throws the ball up in the air. Marwick couldn't have a good tap by the Swans ruckman. Good clearance by number 4. I think that is good too. So is it? No, it's Grenfell. Grenfell goes wide now to the Swans player. And the ball couldn't bounce straight. It's gone right over the top of the point data electrical sign.
So it's another point to the Swannies, second score of the quarter, and bringing the ball in from full back. Looks like Rossi Brown doing the kick-in duty, so everyone's...
good kick, Ross Brown. Oh, bad luck. Missed by Gags, Gallagher. Players jumping on the ball. Oh, nearly a good pick-up by the Swans. He did get the Swans player, but couldn't quite trap it. It's gone over the boundary line in front of the new netball club rooms.
Yeah, so 50 metres around from the Shepp Swans goal on left half forward flank. Pretty still day, no real rainfall to speak of, but only about 6 degrees. And the Swans go forward again. Getting back there, Christopher couldn't complete the mark. It's going over the boundary line for another throw-in. 25 metres around from the left point post.
I was thinking today, Dave, I wonder if it's ever snowed here while there's football on over the years. If there's anyone out there, probably could let us know.
Probably would have.
No, look, yeah, but it'd be nice to know someone who actually was playing and snowed.
Remember?
What are you saying about Keith?
Yeah, Keith, you remember Keith?
Anyway, they throw the ball in, picked up off the pack by our Swans player. He's straightened up. It could be their first goal. Good kick, and that's number 24 from Swans in Jared Service.
Service is kicking.
Well done, servicing them well.
And their first goal, Paul.
Indeed, Mansfield now 8-7-55, leading Shepp Swans 1 goal to 17.
So they'd be happy to get a goal on the board there, the Swans. They've only managed to kick 6 goals in their last 2 games, so 3 goals each game. So well done to the Swannies. They worked it well from the back of the throw in there, and good service in space.
Good move by that.
Finished well.
You did well.
Back in the middle, and no clearance as yet from the ruck contest.
Good clearance in number 4 in Grenfell.
Bennett nearly got out, but he was dragged to the ground. The ball's heading towards centre wing member's side.
Oh, nice tackle by 3 or 4 Eagles there, Dave. Keep working towards the boundary line. Quick hands. It's that man German who's absolutely slicing the pieces. Here he goes again. Past centre half forward. Sheehan in front. Off hands. At the back there was the Swans player. Oh, nice pass to number 17 there. McKinnon. McKinnon's going to go wide again to in front of our club rooms on the wing there. Player from the Swans couldn't trap it. Number 1, quick hands. That's Collison. And it's over the
free kick for a push, he says. And looks like Collison will be the recipient out there. So they've got it just defensive side, centre wing, members side, attacking to the netball end. Plenty of players fly for the mark. A ball spoiled forward, and Swans player tackled immediately. No prior opportunity, says the umpire. I'll ball it up as we tick down to the siren here late in the first quarter.
Umpire throws the ball up out of front of the rooms here. Oh, German, good body work. He'll go. No, he's not going to go hands. Goodness, that's maybe his 4th or 5th kick to the middle. No players can mark it. Well done by the Swans player. Jamie Sheen sweeps in the ball, quick hands. Fagan's wrapped up. It comes out of the pack. Players not getting down to the footy, except for the Swans players did. Well done, 27 there. And, no, 21, is it?
21, I think it was.
That's Angus Murray.
Angus Murray, but there goes the siren for quarter.
5 Mansfield to 1 goal 2. 8 points to the Shepp Swans. Scoreboard to you by Henry III.
So good work.
Ball held aloft. There goes the siren to start the second quarter action here. Howe's in the ruck. And he's outpointed that time by Staff, but the clearance goes Mansfield's way from Germany, goes down to look
good
at
attack by Ashraf Davies.
Can't get the mark, and Selmy.
Quick hands.
Handball back to Davies. Almost a high shot there, but he bounced through
good
it.
Tackle.
Herridge has got it at centre half forward, and the umpire's paid a free kick for a hold, and it's going to go to Davies.
That was tough, Dave, because he got hit high there, Davies. But
he goes straight up the middle to Sheehan, who leads out marks 35 out.
What I'm liking, David, is just the way we're attacking the footy. It's flat out, and if they miss it, doesn't matter. There's players are there to swoop on it. So, you know, it's good instead of kicking it up high and skyballing it in hope we're going more direct, and the passing's been really good so far today. So
Jamie Sheehan is having a shot from about 35 out. Not much angle to speak of. Right foot drop punt is on the way. It's a little bit left, and he's just missed by a metre or so. So a point to kick off the first score in the second quarter.
Correct. 8-8-56 Mansfield to 1-2-8.
Jackson Milne will kick out from fullback here. Up the golf club end of the ground. He decides to go out the swimming complex side. It's not a bad kick. Oh, pushed under the ball was Jacob Howes. No call from the umpire. Oh, good tackle there by, I think that is Gardner.
Lockie
Christopher short ball past a Nation. He played on, but the umpire, yes, he did. He did play on, or managed to get it out. Well done. Pushed through. Rikas couldn't get the ball. Umpires letting it go. Players jumping on top of each other. And Nation doesn't have the ball. Pops out. Quick handball by number 1 in Collison. Picked off the pack. Quick kick by Rikas again. Down in our forward pocket. Quick hands. Now he decides to blow a whistle. Dave, that was bad umpiring out there. Yes. Like players just getting slung. No call. And then down here, Tiki Touchwood.
Short kick goes to half-back
Collison.
Swans. And nice lead and mark there. Jimmy Bennett, number 8, still at half-back. Marks right in front of the Swans coach's box. Left foot kick high, just over the wing. Marks will fly and complete the mark. Defensive side of the centre wing. He looks into the middle. And there he is again, Gardner involved over the top to the running Howes.
Bennett be quiet, getting Housey. Pops out here.
And Selmy leading in the race for the ball.
Had a good first quarter, and Selmy.
And he goes towards half forward. Scotty Marwick flies and marks. Too far out to score. 75 out. Right on the boundary line in front of the super box. He goes towards full forward. Davies there using his strength. Gets the ball on the deck. Sheehan tries to sweep on. Herridge does. And he handballs back to Sheehan. The umpire says it's a throw. And it's going to be a Swans free kick. Grenville goes across to the back pocket. And mark is taken by Collison, who goes down the line looking for Bennett, who's marked at half-back.
So Jimmy Bennett will kick in just in front of the club rooms, the netball club rooms there, or change rooms, and number 2 in Gattuso takes it out over the boundary line, and I'll throw it in. So, what are you laughing at?
No, he's just laughing at me.
Sorry.
Clumsy octo.
People who are listening, these two are having their own little private sort of conversation and giggle. I'll just keep going with the footy.
Keep going,
All right, so that's all right, Adrian. In front of the coffee van, throws the ball in. Could have had a cup of coffee by the time it came down. And all the players jump on top of each other again. There on the half-forward flank for Mansfield. Umpire throws it up. Howes had a good first quarter, taps it down. Yeah, good pick-up on. Nice one by... that's Bennett from playing a good game, that guy, from Swans. A big, long kick into their forward line. It's out the back here. Number 55 chasing on the ball there, which is Marshall. Couldn't pick it up. Well done there by a number of players. And it is 10, who is...
Josh Marton.
Josh Marton.
Yes.
Takes it over the boundary line, David.
So a throw-in. Forward pocket for the Swans, right forward pocket, just 10 or so metres around from the point post at the Mount Buller end of the ground. In it comes now Howes gets pushed out of the way in the ruck. The ball falls
quick kick
to the back of the pack, and a quick kick forward goes out of bounds in the opposite pocket. So left forward pocket.
Just where the snow is, there's snow down there for the kids. There's no kids, but there's snow down there for the kids.
Snow in the car park.
The kids are down there, they're just in the snow, you can't see them.
Well, there you go, that's when the last time it snowed here. Obviously just recently.
It came on a truck.
Oh, it's on the back of a truck.
Big throw into the boundary umpire. Howes gets his own clearance, his kick is cut off.
Oh, good hands.
To Martin. Martin goes over the top to Herridge.
James.
Herridge looking for a player forward. He goes up towards Ben Fagan, who leads.
Oh,
Davies,
quick
lovely
one.
roving. Inside 50. Scotty Marl getting led to the ball there. He applies plenty of pressure to his Swans opponent. And they force the ball out there, the Swans. Mitchell Small. Herridge attacks the contest very hard. No free kick. And that young fella's a bit sore and sorry for himself. Bit of a bump on the side of the head, I think. And he'll pick himself up. Wasn't anything.
That's 24 and
service.
That's their young service who kicked their goal.
It was just a good contest between two players going for the ball, but the young fella's come off a bit worse for wear there. Might have to go through a bit of a concussion test. Up he gets. Trainer there says, "Come with me, young fella. We'll get you off the ground." So the boundary umpire will chuck it back into play right in front of the super box. There it goes. Howes locks up with his Swans opponent. No clearance yet. Getting involved there, Jimmy Bennett for the Swans. But he's tackled.
He's a big unit, that 21, isn't he?
He is a very
Angus
big
Murray.
boy.
Yeah,
yes.
He's a ruckman.
Young fella by the look of him. And very solidly built. Neither ruckman get the tap out. Murray gets a handball, but Howes chops it off, goes to German. German has Christopher running past. Christopher goes into the full forward line. There's no one out there to take the mark. Jamie Sheen arrives to apply the tackle, and a good tackle it was. Davies, handballs out, looking for a player in support. It's Anselmi with a handball to Howes. He goes backwards to Marks, and he has taken the mark 65 out on the left half forward flank.
We've got about 5 players this side of the ground. Pity you can't kick 65 because pop it out here, goes short hands to Christopher. Christopher back to Marks. They've made a bit of a muffle of it. Gone out wide, 27 is, doesn't say who he is there. Big handball. Oh, geez, young Gallagher's got cleaned up. Pops out.
Stefanuti tackle.
Stefanuti, shoveled it.
And I think the umpire's pinged him for a throw there. Yeah, so it's a free kick to the Swans.
Sloppy play by Mansfield. We just lost our run a little bit here, and a couple of the kicks needed to be on song and haven't been. Getting a little bit too cute.
So Swans will go inside attacking 50. It's a good kick, but it's towards the flank. And no mark taken. The ball's on the deck. And Eagles defending well back there. Little kick comes out of the half-back line, and Jacob Howes marks.
Good hands.
Good hands running past, but that kick is smothered.
That's that Bennett smothered that. Now he's backed up with a tackle.
Oh, look at this. Good work. Christopher through one tackle, but he's good pressure, and the Swans are going to get another free kick.
Gee.
And Tyrese Collison has got it for the Swans. He's got a player out wide, further away from goal. It's marked on his chest. Comes back off the mark now.
I think that's Clark.
Is it?
Not too sure.
Okay. It's going to have to be a good kick from him because the man on the mark is at 52 metres. He's gone right back towards centre wing. In he comes on the members' side of the ground. Right foot, drop punt. Don't think it'll make the distance. It's away to the right-hand side and through for a behind on the score board. To the Shepp Swans.
Indeed, that sees Shepp Swans now 139 points, trailing Mansfield 8-8-56.
Mark's German out wide here to Caswell. Oh, not a good kick. Chopped off by number 11 in Rowan. Rowan swings on his right foot, pops it back to true full forward. And that's that Bennett again. He's a good player, this guy.
Yes, been prominent all day.
Yeah, early. He's a really good.
Jimmy Bennett, number 8, big tall fella.
Just what you're seeing, David. Some of our players are just not hitting the targets. Where he was just so spot on that first quarter. And we're turning the ball over, and any side will make use of it if you turn the footy over. And he's pushed that to the left.
Give him a rap and he's kicked through for a pint.
Yeah.
Point.
They do it too all the time.
A pint.
A pint.
Wouldn't mind a pint.
Point.
Yeah.
Point.
Pint of lager.
Point. Guinness.
Guinness. Been to the Guinness factory? Been to Guinness factory?
Yes.
Yeah. Good, isn't it?
That's great.
And
Wouldn't let me out though.
little kick in from Marks.
More like you wouldn't let yourself out. Howsey spins around young Jacob Howes, takes a bounce. Oh, but he did get it. He's got to kick it. Does go short. Oh, over the top of Anselmi to Walsh. Walsh handball back in the middle, back to Howes. Howes to Howes, and back to Howes, and then to Howes again. And so it's the Howes brothers playing Howes. Off hands. And over the boundary line
on the full, unfortunately there from Tommy Gardner. Just got pushed off the ball as he kicked it forward, and it went out of bounds.
I reckon those brothers had that some time at home and said, listen, if I get the ball, I'll give it to you, and you give it to me, and I'll give it back to you again.
They were waxing.
Waxing, like in the old days.
Mitch Small goes towards half-back.
Selmy should have took that one. German, quick hands.
Miss Marwick spinning through there, number 16 for the Swans.
Good work, Caswell.
Oh, look at this.
He's just gone bang on the right foot, and
Good mate.
he's going to pay that.
Yeah.
That's 19, man.
Jackson Milne.
It was well done for a young fella there. Chopped it up. He's come out this side. Out to 34 in
Zach Alderton.
Alderton is going to go straight in front of us here.
The left footer.
The big ruckman. Oh, well done, Walsh. Takes it out. Quick hands.
Stefanuti was over the boundary line, said the boundary umpire, so the throw-in will be right in front of the super box. Boys there lining up a few empties on the windowsill.
Yep.
Having a good afternoon, enjoying the hospitality of the Mansfield Football Netball.
Nice throw in. Off, tapped down there by Marwick. Jaden House, quick hands. German, Mr. Everywhere man out there. Ashraf Davies, who a minute ago shows great strength. Then he goes out to Rikas. Rikas bullet pass. Yes, well, no. Off his chest. Walsh takes a back step. Handball. Quick hands by Anselmi. Anselmi back out to Rikas again. Rikas has gone to Brown. Up, straight up the ground, and Mark
Foster,
in front.
really.
Foster, no, didn't quite. Yeah, just a bit of inexperience there. Thought it was coming, it wasn't. They all jump on top of each other. The umpire says, give it to me, I'll throw it up.
Good pressure, Jamie Sheehan, making sure the ball stayed inside, attacking 50 on that occasion. Applying the tackle there to Zach Alderton.
Oh, up too early, umpire. The Swans ruckman was way out of line there. Quick hands by Sheehan to Davies, and it's gone out in the full there, right in front of the paintball sign.
So we'll have the Swans kicking the ball back in. Angus Murray, I think it is. No, it can't be Angus Murray. The man with the headband, anyway, in the back pocket. He comes out to the defensive half-back flank, and Scotty Marwick keeps it in for the Eagles. And
backs up
fires
well.
out a handball looking for Anselmi. Trapped the ball in front of him. Heritage has got it now. He flicks it out looking for German. German picks it up, goes back to Marwick. Marwick goes to Rikas. Has a bit of a fumble. Centre wing.
Spent it before he had it.
And he goes back to Marwick. Marwick going back to Marton. Marton goes on the right boot. Goes towards half forward. Anselmi will fly. Can't complete the mark. Ball is on the deck. And the Eagles are fighting it with each other there. Ashraf Davies involved. And it's going to be a ball up.
Well, they won't get it off him if they cuddle each other.
8:56 Mansfield, 1-4-10.
Umpire throws it up. Again, well done by the ruckman there to Gattuso from Swans. A bit of a high ball to the wing. Punched away by Patrick Marks. Young Jacob Howes. Nice. Jaden, sorry. Good kick. Oh, well done by number 25 there in Dixon. Chased up again. That's that Angus... can't think of his second name. Murray back on the true wing. Gallagher gets it out wide. Chased up by number 4 in Grenville. Grenville quick kick. Punch from behind. Well done there to the Mansfield player. And again, Rossi Brown defends really well, and it goes over the boundary line. Patrick Marks follows it over, and the umpire says, throw it in, son.
So centre wing, members side of the ground. And not a lot of scoring in this quarter so far. And both teams... making a few errors going forward. Big ruckman there, Angus Murray. Tries to get the ball going the Swans' way, but the Eagles are there in numbers. Rika's involved with a handball over the top to Marks. Marks goes down the line, but his kick has missed the target. And the Swans look to reload. Well done, Anselmi battling against two players, fighting hard, hands and knees. Ball gets forced towards the boundary line, and will the Swans take it over?
Jared Service has just taken that ball there. I think
it's gone over the boundary line again, back to centre wing, right on the centre wing position. So,
a bit sloppy football, David, where we're just, that extra handball is not necessary. Let's move the ball up the middle, nice and quick like we did in the first quarter. The umpire throws it in. Both ruckmen at it. Nice tap there by Marwick. Grabbed off the pack. Oh, knocked in the head there, and I think the umpire gave him a free kick there.
Did see it eventually.
And that is 17.
No, 23. It's one of their good players, Reece Healy.
I was close, I was only 5 out.
Yes.
Okay, so Healy will kick the ball on the wing. He goes to true centre half forward. He runs up. There's someone at the back. No. Oh,
Marks.
That's a good mark.
Patrick Marks is marked at centre half back.
Marks is marked at centre half back. Oh, Brown couldn't hold
Free
it.
kick.
Pushed him. Yep.
Number
It's
two there.
Gutsuso. Oh, I'll tell you what, that could
nearly a 50. Nearly.
Yeah, well, should have been.
Brown goes to Marks. Marks goes down the line to
It's gone through the legs. He's played tunnel ball with it. Oh, it shows some pace.
And it runs to centre wing, drives the ball towards half forward. Sheehan turns his man, but the boundary line gets in the way, and it goes out of bounds right in front of the Shepp Swans coach's box.
Yep. It's the only thing I'd like to see Jamie Sheehan do more of, and that's actually use his pace, run at the ball and get it. He often runs to it and then doubles back, and really, I think if he had to hit the ball, he's got the pace. He just hit the ball and take it on his first bounce instead of the second. That makes some sense.
Ruckman sort of lock up there, no free kick, says the umpire. Swans get a little kick forward.
Oh, pushed out, but no free kick to the Swans player. Good work down low there. Couldn't see who that was, Dave. Stefanuti, was it? Good work.
And so, free kick to the Eagles.
It's pretty hard, I thought.
No, to the Swans, pointed the wrong way.
Wrong way. This is Bennett, who's just gone a little bit quiet in the last 5 minutes. He's kicked a dodgy kick, but it's come off. Number 4 in Grenfield's got the ball in the middle of the ground. So, hasn't got much. He's just going to have to go for the long one, which hasn't seemed to be working for them. Says, I'll go out the rooms, short. Nice in the end, marked by Collison. He's been pretty good, this guy. Number 1 for Swannies. He's going to kick in front of our club rooms. He goes down the boundary line. Wow, big push. Umpire says play on. Well, how did he go forward? But anyway, everyone jumps on. Howe's working hard. The umpire's going to ball this up. No.
He's circling. He's looking to play a free.
Going and going.
Oh, eventually he has to ball it up.
You've got to make a decision now. Someone's going to get hurt.
Moving, mate.
Yeah, someone's going to get hurt if they were going to jump on top of each other.
So at the defensive 50, the Eagles get the clearance through Ben Fagan. His high kick goes towards Carswell. He's nudged under the ball there
push under
by Bennett, who's taken the mark.
Oh, nice left foot kick goes to true full forward. Everyone's up. Couldn't take it at Reekers. Rossi Brown runs it over, and for a point for Henry the third.
So finally a score. It's a point to the Shepp Swans.
Indeed, Mansfield now 8-56 to the Shepp Swans 1-5-11.
Nice kick by Rossi Brown. Good take there by Christopher, who's been a little bit quiet. Oh, another pretty order kick. Just hasn't quite struck the ball very well a couple of times there, Christopher, today. Picked up by Carswell. Good hands to Gallagher. Nice little tap there. Jimmy Herridge uses pace. One hand pick up. Pick up. Bang, here goes. Fagan marks up on the half forward flank. Swings on the left. And Sheehan's got 1.5 yards.
Oh, good angle. Good angles. Well done.
What's 1.5 yards in metres these days, guys? 3 foot, isn't it? Is it 4 foot?
You're the teacher. Come on, you don't know.
Yeah, but
you said you're good at maths.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I was just a baby when I
3 foot 1 yard.
3 foot in a yard. So 1.5 yards is 4. Yeah, I said 5 foot.
Yeah,
there you go.
Oh, I was right.
Jamie Sheehan's coming in from centre half forward.
That's it.
And lovely little angled kick there from Ben Fagan. Just kicked into the space, and Sheehan took an easy mark.
Have a go at this rally. He's just popping the ball up and just goes.
He's got that.
He has, but I'd rather see him drill it a bit more. But he's got the goal for Henry.
Yes, indeed. And that's Jamie's second goal and Mansfield's 9th. Mansfield 9-8-62, leading Shepp Swans 1-5-11. Scoreboard to you by Henry the third. And as Henry says, his business stinks, but it is picking up.
And half-time in the AFL, and Port Adelaide 8-9-57, Carlton 6-2-38. So a good second quarter there from the Port Adelaide side. Ball back in the middle of the ground here, and big fellow in the ruck, Murray for the Swans, up against Ben Fagan. Up it goes there. Fagan gets the tap out.
And follows
to himself.
Up. Fantastic.
And goes to centre half forward looking for Carswell. Is that a mark?
Davies.
I think that is a mark.
He paid it.
Well done. No, Carswell, sorry.
Yeah, just outside 50. He goes into the pocket.
Nice
Good running
kick.
from Fagan. And Fagan, who contested the ball in the ruck contest in the middle of the ground.
So that
taken a mark 40 metres out.
That play there and the play before it, we just went down the middle of the ground, hit up targets, and just didn't muck around with the footy.
Exactly.
So and that's what we did in the first quarter. So let's clear this, you know, how many stats I can get. Let's get the ball down and give our forwards an opportunity. So he's going to kick. He's on a 45.
Oh, lovely.
He has drilled it.
Great kick.
He's a left footer, see? That's
by the skipper there. Ben Fagan gets a goal for the Eagles.
All left footers can kick goals, mate.
10-8-68 Mansfield, 1-5-11 Shepp Swans.
You were talking about AFL a minute ago, David, and I'm just wondering how Simpson's going, playing his 300th game.
Yes,
for the Blue Baggers. I'm wondering whether he's had his usual 25 for the first half.
I'm sure he's playing well. Credit to him, to himself. And he's getting all the accolades he deserves. A young fella who had donuts in his first 3 games of AFL footy, Jerry, although one of them he only played 2 minutes off the bench.
So. As long as they got chocolate icing on them.
Donuts?
Donuts.
Donuts, yes.
No possessions.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, not the jam ones.
Gone on to play 300 games. Back in the middle.
Oh,
Murray.
well, that's a go. No, that was Fagan and Nation and Christopher. Oh, we're just moving the ball.
Nice.
German, he's going to go short too. Can he hit up? Yes, he can, and it's Marwick. That's the football you want to see, David. Bang, bang, bang. Just like Geelong last night in the last couple of minutes, although couldn't kick a goal to win.
Actually, the guy that kicked that last score.
Yeah, Harry Taylor.
Yeah, he also kicked the first score of the game too, and it was a set shot in front too, and he got a point with that
You should send all that stuff into that numbers show.
Oh, they probably know.
Marwick's kick is away to the left, and it's another point on the board for the Mansfield Eagles.
We have got a footy game
Good
here.
game of footy last night between the Doggies and the Catters.
Yes.
Bring the ball in. Goes short.
Players out here in clear. McKinnon's
Good Irish
marked.
name.
Half-back flank.
Goes back to
the middle.
Brings it in. Bennett got nice bye. And Selmy's copped one there, and the umpire says no. Oh, I don't know how that. He's paid it against him. That's gee whiz. Anyway, he's gone long down the middle. Martin off hands. Walsh.
Through the legs, Walsh.
Well done to Brown.
Martin runs into a tackle. Rossi Brown. Players going in hard for the ball, middle of the ground, nothing from the umpires yet. A critical contest to be won here. I think he's going to have to ball it up. And good effort by everyone involved there.
Yeah, I saw David.
Gets the ball.
Umpire needs to make a decision again. The players were going in. There was a couple of free kicks there, and we just let it go. Someone will get hurt.
So they get a clearance out of there. It's number 17, Josh McKinnon for the Swans. He goes to half forward. Josh Martin's got the ball for the Eagles. Tackled as he kicked. Goes down the line looking for Christopher.
Pushed
him up early.
Great tackle. Come on, umpire.
Gee whiz.
Right in front of us here at the press box.
That was a good tackle, and he had time to get rid of the ball. Yeah. Fagan punches it down forward. This will be German, and hey, look, just couldn't quite pick it up. Fagan comes through. Oh, he's had a blitz of about the last 30 seconds. Pops it out, and Jamie Sheen leads the ball. Yeah, he hit up the ball on its first bounce. That's what we want to see. Bang, he picks it up again. Good hands there by Ashraf Davies, and Sheen goes short, and it's marked by...
Could be Gardner, long way away from us on the far side of the ground there.
The long sleeves.
Might be Tommy Gardner. Long sleeves are in fashion this week.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you don't want to get the sun on your tattoos.
and beanies.
That's right, beanies. They haven't got beanies on, David. They had them on the Anyway, he's coming in. Gonna kick.
Yeah, the kick is on its way. Looks pretty good off the boot.
And well done.
And Tommy Gardner kicks another goal for the Mansfield Eagles.
And well done to Jamie Sheen. And hitting the ball on its first bounce, he just really went at it. That's what I want to see. He's got the skill, just got to use it all the time.
And at the 24-minute mark of the second quarter, Mansfield now 11-9-75, leading Shepp Swans 1-5-11.
Again, David, a great goal, and it really was generated by the young guys. Rossi Brown's hard work across half-back, and then they ran it out Martin and that. But you see the young kids who just hit the ball with pace, and Lockie Christopher's tackle out here, and a couple other players are just really having a field day today. Good tackle by Herridge, bursts out of the middle of the ground. Handball there.
Gardner again.
Gardner. Marks goes back to Nation. Back to where it came from, so the middle of the ground again. Nation will come this side to Walsh. Walsh is going to mark on true wing. Is he going to handballs it to German again? He's just ran down the ground. Good short pass. I think that he might have got his fingertips on it. He said runs around the player, swings on his left foot,
and it's across the face.
Across the face.
3 from behind. So a point to the captain of the Eagles there.
And the score 11-10-76, Mansfield to 1-5-11 Shepp Swans.
Jackson Milne doing the kicking duty for the Swans. He looks towards the back pocket.
It's Bennett.
Big fella out there, Bennett Marks, playing very well. And he kicks a high ball to half-back. Plenty of Eagles there over the top. The ball hits the deck.
It's Gattuso.
Gattuso gets a kick to the centre wing.
Martin needed to bend down and pick the ball up. Couldn't take it. Well done by the Swans player. Quick kick out there. Couldn't see, sorry. Howes has got there. That's Jacob Howes.
There goes the siren.
And we're going to have the long break, Dave.
The long break at half-time.
Indeed, and 1-5-11. Score brought to you by Henry III.
The umpire holds the ball aloft in the middle of the ground. Jacob Howes is going to be in ruck up against Staff.
German starts.
German.
Starts like he finished. That
Yes.
makes it. He's just come out, bang. Sheen hits the ball. Quick hands. And Selmy. And out on the full. Disappointing because that was swift and sharp footy, that was.
Yep. German to Sheen. Sheen handball out to end. Selmy running past. But his kick from 40 metres missed a lot. So the Swans will repel from full back. Kick down the line there to the half-back flank. No one able to take the mark. It's on the deck. A kick out of the congestion goes towards centre wing. Trickles over the boundary line for a throw-in. And the crowd over at the bar, mate. Have a look at that. I think we're approaching 50, I would reckon, over there.
Looks like 50, doesn't it?
I reckon it's... They must have come out of the club rooms or... Anyway, good to see some people here watching the footy.
Throw in. Howes can't go to. He takes the front. Posio. Good pick up. I think it's Walsh. Still pushing the board in front of himself. Good hands. That's Rickers. Rickers on to Herridge. Herridge handball to no one really. Gets kicked off the ground. Comes out here to Swans player. 23 it is. Picks up the ball. Gives a handball out. That's that Bennett, who's played a good first half for Swans. Don't know what's happening here. The umpire's blowing the whistle and said, let's stop it here.
Don't know. There was a bit of nargy-bargy behind the play there at one stage. Reeker's fighting out of his weight division with a couple of Shepp Swans players. I'm not sure whether that was it or not.
Don't know. It seems to be Jimmy Herridge is sort of roaming around looking like he might be a suspect. Boundary throwing. Don't know how that happened. Anyway, well done Howes again. He's doing well against the taller player. Kicked off the ground by Herridge. Soccer style. World Cup out to Marwick. Marwick the nation. Nation to a German from another nation. And kicks it long. Bounce.
And
I think
he's kicked that from 50.
That through.
It's a goal.
Summary of his day. German's been on fire.
It's a goal.
And that's German's fourth for the game, and Mansfield's 12th. Mansfield 12-10 and 82 to 1-5-11 Shepp Swans.
That's, David, a classic example. If you can just hit up targets, they move the ball so well there. It was just great. Mate? And again, the young guy in Nation who worked so well out in that half-forward flank, the young, just getting the ball out and being determined to give it to a better opportunity or player in a better opportunity. So Howes taps it down. Bennett spins around, handballs. No, back to Bennett again from Swans. Drives down the ground. In front. Couldn't mark its marks. Or Howes. Picked up by Martin. On the boundary line.
Play on, says he.
Only chalks the difference. Gattuso. Quick hands inside. Quick kick by the Swans player. And it rolls through for a point. Yes. And that player is... number 1.
Collison. The netball, guys.
Collison. Netball?
Yes, netball.
Keith, you're out of the car, mate.
The Eagles 26 and Swans 38.
Eagles 26, Swans 38.
Which is the B grade, is it, mate?
No, it's the A grade.
A grade.
Did you get a B grade score?
No, sorry, I don't.
Jacob Howes puts it up to Jaden Howes. Jaden couldn't mark it. Gets it up. Walsh. Quick hands. Again. Picked up by Gattuso, but wrapped up in a tackle by Walsh from Mansfield, right in the virtually the centre of the ground. The umpire comes in, and he'll throw it up again.
He tosses the ball aloft now. Marwick in the ruck, outpointed on that occasion. The ball's on the deck. The Swans go forward again, inside attacking 50. Coming up is Marton, and Mark's on his chest. Plays on. Looks up the middle, got a free man there in Walsh. Walsh on the gallop. Goes down to Ben Fagan, but the kick's over the top.
Nice mark by number 13.
Mitch Small.
Yeah, Mitch Small.
Small goes out wide to Alderton. He goes down the line, and they've still in possession of the ball.
Reece Healy, 23.
A little handball, they flick it around, but it's come unstuck. Nice attack on the ball there, and they still force it forward.
Gattuso's out. He's got the left-hand foot. Bangs it out wide there, and it goes over the boundary line. So they're looking good there, David, for a couple of minutes.
They were, and the ball trickles over the boundary line there. Glenn Manton. Well, I'm not sure it actually is Glenn Manton. It's number 22 anyway. And Patrick Marks. See it over the boundary line.
Yeah, so Patrick Marks has had a relatively quiet second half. Oh, well, the last quarter and that, so because he hasn't had to do much work. Over the back, that man German, who's clearly best on ground, quick hands, out to Rika, scrubby sort of kick. Needed to deliver better than that. Picked up the pack there and swooped on well by that player in the Swans playing 23. Gattuso to Bennett from Swans. Bennett goes back inboard. Oh, turnover. Grabbed by Patrick Marks. And number 19, nice mark by number 19. Milne drills the ball towards full forward. No one can mark it. Overrun by young Jacob Howes. Good tackle, header. Oh, the Swans player didn't have the ball. Oh, umpire.
Free kick to Lockie.
Free kick to Mansfield, and poor Swans player didn't have the footy. He comes out wide here to Rossi Brown. Rossi Brown's kicked on the right foot, pops it right in front of me, and it just stopped the ball. Inboard by Marwick, and taken over by the big ruckman in number 21, who's Angus Murray. Sounds like a real good sort of bull or cow, doesn't it? Like Angus Murray, you know?
It's one of each.
Yes.
And he's a big boy too.
He certainly is that.
It's like those Brahma bulls, you know, when we were doing cutting wood, you know, those the other week. You know, he's one of those big boys, isn't he? There you go. Marwick does well, body on body with the big bull. And down, Lockie Christopher's tackling. There he is again. It's just sensational.
It's like that every week.
Well, when he wraps you up, you're a package.
Yeah,
you just like bang.
That's right.
You don't get away from him. Nice tap out there, looking for Christopher.
Speaking of that, main.
Will Foster tracking the ball.
Good tack on the footy. Hasn't got an umpire. No free kick, Dave.
No, the ball's on the deck, and Scotty Marwick flies out a handball. And the little kick is smothered there, but back on it again. Gardner goes to German, running through centre wing. He goes down to half forward, leading out Ben Fagan. Can't take the mark. Jamie Sheehan there to mop up.
Get it on. There's a player, look free.
Player inside
that was
German.
Not the option.
Is that 10 metres?
Too short.
German goes to Howes, and Howes marks at centre half forward, 45 out. He's got a player inside 50 on the lead. Ben Fagan.
Gone cute, yeah, Dave.
And he couldn't complete the mark. He handballs it out. And a kick goes high into the pocket for the Eagles. It's going to be forced over for a point. So just not able to get the ball forward there, the Eagles. They kept going across the 50-metre arc. Well done to the Swans in the end.
Yeah, David, look, just go home, you know, like, we're bit cute again. That cuteness is popping in the game here. Boundary umpire throws it in. Howes grabbed by the jump up, no free kick. Picked off well by number 13 in Small. Small kicks it long in front of the club rooms here in Mansfield. Nice grab by, not paid, by Marwick, and it goes over the boundary line, and the umpire says, throw it in, son.
So the ball is being thrown in directly in front of the can bar on the members' side of the ground. Bright sunshine here now at the Rec
50
Reserve.
people over there now, Dave.
Oh, at least they're all out. They're all out in the sunshine.
Oh, look out!
I counted 70.
Glistening sunshine. Got a handball by number 11 from. It's just Rowan. Kick long.
Yes, nice mark.
The big fella in number 9, which is Staff. Staff's played on. Umpire hasn't called it. He has now. He kicked out to the heart in front of the swimming pool here. It's bouncing. Quick hands. Tackle by Gallagher. Handball didn't go anywhere. Picked up by the Swans player. Number 4 is in Grenfell. Grenfell, quick kick. Marked by a Swans player right on the 50, David, in front of the coffee caravan.
Yes, the roaming Poppy doing the business over there. Kick goes to full forward. The big fella there couldn't complete the mark. It's on the deck. And what's the umpire going to do here?
What did you say, roaming Poppy?
Roaming Poppy.
Roaming
Poppy, yes.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Coffee today go down really well. Quick kick by Patrick Marks. Oh, you could do deliberate there, you know, Dave.
No, I think he's going to say.
Oh, come on, they do in AFL.
They do, even if it's not deliberate. Although sometimes in the AFL they say things like, "Oh, it was a skill error."
There's plenty of those. I've never had one of those. Boundary throw in down there, Marwick. All jumping on. Marwick again picks it up. Oh, German clears out to the wing. Open here. Oh, Jamie Sheen, one-hand pickup. Superb delivery. We're out here. Here's Fagan, swings on the 50-metre line. This deserves a goal. No, through for a point.
It's a point to the Mansfield Eagles, Paul.
12-11-83, Mansfield, 1-6-12, Shepp Swans.
Doing the kick-in duties will be Jackson Milne. He kicks it to himself.
We're moving the ball as quick as Tony moves his trucks around to pick up stuff.
And then he goes...
Oh, nice mark.
Nice mark out there by Stefanuti from the Eagles. He goes straight back inside.
A bit of a loopy kick, David. It's a 9-iron.
And... Look at that lovely little handball from German out to Foster. Foster's looking for his left boot, comes back to Gallagher. He's at the top of the 50. Goes back inside,
40.
Goes back looking for German, but there's too many Swans around him. And kick out of there by McKinnon, goes to centre half. Back and a mark has been taken by Big Bennett there.
Clearly best player for Swans on the left. Beautiful kick out wide there. Good contest by Walsh from Mansfield from behind. Nation can't pick it up and takes it over the boundary line. That was again, modern footy. We just, even you watch it on TV, Dave, what happens with just kicking the footy?
Yes, sometimes looking for the perfect avenue to goal instead of just getting it in there for a one-on-one contest. Marwick gets the
nice tap.
Beautiful tap out, but no clearance there for the Eagles. He's lost the ball to Nation. Nation goes back inside Marwick.
Nice.
Marwick to Anselmi. Anselmi goes straight up the middle.
Ashraf Davies, good grab. He's played on from behind in my aircourt. No, good smother there by the Swans player number 16, which is Travaskis. And they're all jumping onto it and they're going to no, you've got the ball out here wide. Runs away, the Swans player goes out wide. Oh, nice mark by number 18 in Luke White, David.
And White's got it too far out to score. He's about 80 metres from goal. He goes inside 50 now, looking for a marking option. Marton in front there for the Eagles applies a tackle. The ball's on the deck. Bit of candy from the big fella there. He goes to number 17 in McKinnon. McKinnon has a shot to goal, and Marks gets back there and just tips it over the line. It was going through for a point.
Patrick Marks.
Straight up the middle.
Oh, German, tough ball to get, but he rebounds well. Gosh, he's got pace today. Straight up the ground again. It's been virtually a replay of the day. They've used the corridor well. Caswell comes back in. Jacob Howes, handballs back in the middle. Will Foster, loopy kick. Jimmy Herridge marks the ball, and he would be barely 30 metres dead in front.
Well done, young Will Foster there. He was forced to kick on his right foot, but saw Herridge running into space there in front of goal. Just chipped it over the top to him, and Jimmy will come in from directly in front, just 30 metres out.
Yeah, so is German going to actually slow down today, or is he just trying? His stats must be unbelievable at the moment.
Germany are out of the World Cup, but Tom German's certainly turning it on here today.
James Herridge has just slotted it over the top of the hat
for a goal.
Mansfield now 13-11-89 to Shepp Swans 1-7-13. Score brought to you by Henry III, your local liquid waste specialist, and he's everywhere. He's all over Mansfield and environs.
And a quick AFL update and 25-minute mark of the third quarter. Port Adelaide, 8 goals, 9.57. Carlton, 8 goals, 7.55. 2-point margin there at the MCG.
I used to wear number 57, David.
Number 57. Ben Fagan in the ruck for the Eagles. Goes looking for Anselmi. The ball bounces off his scon. It's on the deck now, and the Swans go forward.
Josh McKinnon kicks it forward. Players up. Ashraf, Ashraf Davies. Who's that, Dave? 35? Stefanuti.
Yeah.
Couldn't pick it up. German, Mr. Everywhere. Good tap by that player in Stefanuti. Players can't pick the ball up.
Umpire's blown a whistle. It's going to come back, is it? Patrick Marks is the goalkeeper down there, the only one at the full back line, but it's a free kick paid to the Swans.
So this is going to be a free kick to Glenn Mountain, not the Glenn Mountain, at centre half forward, David. And sorry, but it just... If the umpire's watching that, he's not watching the ball.
He's not watching the ball.
Because the ball was way, way away from that. But anyway, that's fine. Kicks it. Good punch from behind from Swans. Picked off the pack by young Jacob Howes on the right foot. Straight down the boundary line. No one can mark. Caswell takes it over, and it'll be a throw-in.
Throw-in.
In front of our tuck shop there, our shop there.
Yeah,
we don't play very often, do we, David?
No, we don't, but you get a fantastic
the ladies over
afternoon
there,
tea over there.
And they do a great job over there.
Yeah.
Beautiful cup of tea, coffee, buns.
Soup. Don't forget
The soup.
Ruck,
And they've been able to manage without Heather being around. Davies out to really no one. Sheehan's got the run on that. Tackett's done well done. Sheehan handball. Young Will Foster, or could have been better, but well trapped again. Caswell ducks in his head. Handball's out. Well done to the Swans player who just pops it out there back to the sporting complex side of the ground. Gattuso. Anselmi. Good pace by Anselmi coming from behind. Takes it out near the Murphy Fresh sign, David.
So they've kept it inside attacking 50 there. Well done, Brad Anselmi. Boundary throw-in will be coming our way shortly, and it comes now. The big fella Murray in the ruck, but Ben Fagan takes front position, directs the ball down, and German, I think that might be tackled straight away.
Umpire throws the ball up on the 50, right in front of our club rooms, and it just rolls over. No one was really interested in grabbing that ball in, David. They just sort of stood back and said, yeah, go over the boundary line.
So Jimmy Herridge comes up to the contest.
And the Canberra, it's growing again, David, the crowd.
Yeah,
there's 2 or 3 more.
Well done to the, of course, the reserves players didn't play today, so it was a fine start.
Handball out to Ashras Davies, who's just gone bang from 50, and he said, thank you very much for Tony. That's another goal.
Well done, Ashraf.
And that sees the score now, Mansfield. 14-11, 95 to 17-13, Shepp Swans.
So, yeah, look, just great to see. You know, Swans are obviously up against it and struggling, but the thing I'm liking, David, is the delivery of the footy. You know, you don't mind coming to footy when you see young kids, and they're going to make mistakes.
Yep.
But this hitting up and their skill today has been fantastic. Their ability to just hit targets. And okay, there's not as much pressure, but it's been good footy.
Yep, got to play a team game, and they're certainly having a crack at that, the Eagles today.
I got hold of Anselmi.
No free kick, but he's back up, runners up
good
again.
Hands.
Flicks it out to Davies.
The goal kicker.
Pace. Oh, he's tackled. Handball.
Quick hands, Caswell. Nation spins out for a young kid. Great stuff. Trying to be a Jamie Sheen on a 20-cent piece. Picked up by... who's that, Dave? That's the big ruckman there. Number 9 is Staff. Staff handballs in, but they're going back to Staff again. He's going to go long and high right in front of us here. 2-on-1. And that player I couldn't mention his name.
McKinnon couldn't take the mark, and we don't know who.
27.
We don't know who number 27 is. He's got the headband on.
No name.
No name.
It's not even in the book, Dave.
No.
Blank.
Maybe he could borrow one of Ty Reese's names, because Ty Reese has got 2 first names.
Oh, we could split one of those, couldn't we?
You know,
he's Jimmy Blank.
Some people have 2 surnames.
Yeah, you can share one at least.
You don't get too many people with 2 first names.
Why would you have 2 first names?
Ty and Reese.
Oh,
anyway.
nice by Gattuso. Gattuso, big quick hands to number Collison. Collison's played a pretty good game. Puts it there to centre forward. Off the pack is young Jaden Howes. Jaden to Marks. Marks very cool under pressure. Jimmy Herridge is in the middle of the ground, got control of the ball. He's Birch, takes the bounce. He can do it in the second bounce. No, he can't. He goes through. Oh, I don't know what that is. He says we'll play tunnel ball. Fagan hits the pack. Handball back to Herridge. Herridge, this could be a goal of the year. Sheehan swings.
Goal.
And sausage.
Oh dear. Well done, Jimmy Herridge. Great run from half back. And a bounce, a funny little kick forward, but eventually a goal to the Mansfield Eagles.
And that's Jamie's 3rd, Mansfield's 15th. Mansfield 15-11, 101 to 17-13. That's 88 points the difference there.
So 88.
It was almost like, Jimmy, you got the ball first in the middle, so you come down and you might as well kick the goal because it's probably your turn. I mean, it just, look, just young nation, under pressure, young kid, like he's in his first year of senior footy. And they tell me that he does extra training after training each night, and just his ability under pressure to spin and do the right things has been great.
Back in the middle, the Shepp Swans get the tap out,
kick
but
off the
there's
ground.
a free kick going their way. And
doesn't the umpire know
go
that it's the
to
World
Reece
Cup?
Healy.
They play soccer.
Healy comes out
This
to
is
number
out of
27.
share name.
On the wing, he's got a player free at half forward, number 11.
Rowan.
Little kick goes inside, almost inside 50.
Bennett, best player for Swans.
Yeah, lovely kick towards full forward. Will they take a mark? Nice ball from behind from the Eagles. They force the ball towards the boundary line. I think this will come back inside. And there he is, Tyrese, spinning.
Collins.
Turns onto the right foot. Missed the target. So the
Gattuso.
Swans are in the van here. Gattuso's got it in the pocket. Little kick inside, but it's chopped off by Marton. Marton. Kick goes to Fagan. Fagan at centre half back.
I was there swinging on that left there.
Look at that.
German on the wing. He's everywhere, man. Out there to Foster. Foster. It's a bit of a loopy sort of kick. Jamie Sheen's got to work hard. Elusive, but couldn't quite do it. And managed to find the boundary line, and the umpire says, I'll throw it in. Yeah, 48 metres from the Mansfield goal. Members' side of the ground, the crowd over there shielding their eyes from the sun, as some of the players in the sunny Mansfield, mate.
Beautiful afternoon now, must be at least 8 degrees. Ben Fagan taps it out looking for Foster, but he couldn't get the clearance. Quick kick goes forward from Fagan towards Sheehan, and almost a one-hander. Good pressure back there by the Swans. What's the umpire going to do here? He's going to pay a free kick for an incorrect disposal, and it's going the way of Shepp Swans.
Well, I've got news for you, David. It's 6.7.
6.7,
yep.
Even with the sun out.
Yep. We don't get many things wrong, but we got that one wrong.
And the Swans get the ball to half back.
The big fella, Murray.
Plenty of Eagles there. They force it back inside 50.
Maradona type kick from the Swans player. Pops it out wide. No one's going. Ashras Davies wraps up the... great tackle to the Swans player. Pops out. Quick kick by the Swans player down in front there. Young Jacob Hayes put in a lot of pressure. Quick hands. Foster couldn't grab it. There's that man Bennett from Swans on his left foot. It's a nice kick, Dave.
Well done, Steph Nudi, getting back there and getting the ball out of bounds.
Tell you what, Reece Healy, 23, he goes okay too for Swans. He's been in a bit of it, so...
yeah, no, he's played well, as has Jimmy Bennett, and
I think the big fella's, he's struggled. He's obviously the only option they've got, and he's done a pretty good job, but throwing up, no one really gets possession for Young Jack Nation, under pressure. German again, out of the pack, straight down the wing. No mark, and the ball bounces, and the umpire's...
out on the fall, says the boundary umpire. So free kick right at the Mansfield.
Shields from the sun glistening in Mansfield, as it does every day of the week.
Nice kick to the middle of the ground, or more towards centre wing on the members' side. Kick goes long down towards half forward. Ball spoiling from behind the Eagles. The ball's on the deck.
Nice tackle by Christopher.
Over the top. Goes Fagan.
Chopped off by the big ruckman from
Murray.
Swans. Well done.
We're still going forward.
We're still going forward. German on the half forward flank. Straight to Jamie Sheen. There's a push. And he played on, and the umpires let it go.
Yeah, it's a goal. Goal to Jamie Sheen. Well, I think it was just he just held his ground there. Well done, Jamie Sheen.
You're not allowed to touch their back.
Jamie's 4th and Mansfield 16th. So Mansfield 16, 11, 107 to Shepp Swans 1, 7, 13, and we're at the 23-minute mark of the third quarter.
So Mansfield's still going for that fast, free-flowing football, moving it quick, allowing your forwards to be one out, and if it's not Fagan, then it's Sheehan. But again, German's ability to hit up targets and just... move the ball and pick it off a pack has been a delight to watch today. He
has. The old metres gained stat would be interesting because he's got the ball often at half back and delivered it.
Or feet or yards.
Well done there by the Swans. They get out of the middle.
That's Bennett again from Swans. On this is Jacob Howes. He's peeled it back in board. Lucky to get away with that, David. The option was to let it go over the boundary line, not bring it back in play.
Finally did go over.
Right in front of the netball, which we... had a bit of a quiet day in netball.
Yeah, no results of any significance there at the netball, unfortunately. Back it comes from the boundary umpire. Martin doing the ruck work for the Eagles. The ball is on the ground there. Rossi Brown fighting hard for it. And the Swans are trying to force the ball forward. They get it into the pocket. Good defending there from Reekers. He flicks the ball out.
Here we go. Patrick Marks, full flight. Oh, brilliant kick.
And Carswell, good mark. Centre wing. Umpire says no, it's over the boundary line for a throw in.
Patrick's just his ability there, Patrick Marks, his kicking is so precise, and it's penetrating. It's like our Germans. They make sure they put it to the advantage of the player running at the footy.
And Howes gets the tap out. Gallagher. Couldn't get the handball away, but Butters up with a good tackle. Christopher. Lovely tackle.
Oh, well, you know, it's not Christopher anymore. Blanket.
Blanket.
The blanket. He wraps you up.
He does.
Linus.
Yep. Remember the blanket who used to play for Collingwood?
Yep.
Blanket. The blanket.
The ball's bouncing around
there he
there.
is. Speaking of the blanket.
Kick to half forward. No mark to Scotty Marwick. Swans have got plenty of numbers back there. They flick the ball around, and a quick kick goes out towards centre wing. And was that a mark?
Yes, number 1 in Collinson, Ty Reese.
Ty Reese, the man.
It's not 2 names, David. It's spelt like that.
Yes, no, but he's got 2 first names, Ty and Reese.
Yeah, but it's not spelled like that.
There's no hyphen. So he goes inside.
Hyphen kicks the ball.
To
hyphenless.
Can't see the ball's bobbling around out there. Herridge gets the handball out the back.
Herridge.
To Christopher. Christopher goes out wide. And another handball comes.
Yeah.
Oh, the umpire says free kick.
Yeah, but David, we were going forward and we just got a little bit cute again. And
incorrect disposal.
Just, you take them on, but then you've got to be smart how you do it. Bennett on his left foot, great kick. He's a beautiful kick. Punched away by Patrick Marks over the boundary line. Gee, there's a good get by the umpire too. The boundary umpire grabbed that beautiful. He should play footy.
He's just a young fella making $1 here and there.
Oh, mate, get out and play, mate.
Go. And Ben Fagan will be doing the ruck duties for the Eagles. There's a lot of pointing going on out there. I don't know what's that all about.
Fagan, Herridge, German, and Anselmi, who all had a busy day.
Staff is the ruckman for the Shepp Swans.
Staff.
And up he goes in the ruck, gets the tap out.
Nice tap.
And Gardner will be first there for the Eagles. His handball over the top to Herridge. Herridge off through the races. Goes down to half forward looking for Jamie Sheehan. And he's battling from behind there. The ball hits the deck. And he's onto it now. Handball out to Carswell. Carswell goes around an opponent.
He's got 24 hours to kick the footy.
And kicks the first goal of the last quarter.
Does it in 2 minutes.
Well, that's his first goal for the match, in fact, and Mansfield 17. So Mansfield 17-11, 113 to 17-13.
Players getting around him there. Could, in fact, be his first goal for the club, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
He's been playing at down the back until today, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's, in fact, his first goal for the Eagles.
Oh, great stuff. And it was a good goal too, but a good work by Jamie Sheehan. Look critical about him playing from behind, but at the stage it seemed to work. Once the ball's on the deck, he's got such good skills, Jamie, and he banged the handball out really quick, and of course Caswell could just go bang and it was all over.
All she wrote.
We're just back to the middle of the ground here. Umpire's going to come in. Up it goes, Dave.
Staff gets the tap out again.
Oh, and, nice by Bennett.
The ball's given back to him, but he couldn't get away, Staff. And in there, Ben Fagan has a fresh air shot, and the umpire says incorrect disposal. It's a free kick going to Shepparton.
Yes, I don't know what he was thinking there. He sort of dropped the ball one way and kicked it the other way, but anyway.
So from the middle of the ground, the Swans go straight to centre half forward. No one can take the mark. The ball goes out the back.
Patrick Marks.
Marks overruns the ball, and that could be a free kick in the back to the Swans. Nothing doing, says the umpire. It's okay, ball it up. Good tackle in the end from Josh Martin there.
So it's Jack Hazy umpiring, throws the ball up in the air. Tapped by Fagan. German can't grab it cleanly, and Rossi Brown takes it over the boundary line in the Swans 4 pocket in front of the fire station sign. So we're 10 or 15 metres further on from the post, the point post. Graham boundary umpire throws it in. Again, No play here. Jimmy Harris couldn't grab it. Scrappy football here at the moment. They're all just jumping on each other. Quick hands. Marks, quicker hands to Anselmi, to Walsh. Walsh up the middle of the ground. Sheehan spins as he does often. Or a bit of a loopy 9-9. Comes off. Jacob Howes short and punches the ball to Ashraf Davies, who a little bit quieter than he has been for a while. Oh, he just goes short. And that's Fagan.
Good running again, Ben Fagan. His work rate has been first class today.
Not bad for an old fella.
Yes, and found himself in a bit of space at centre half forward, and Davies hit him on the chest. So he'll come in and kick from about 40 metres out, almost directly in front. And left foot kick is on the way now. The goal umpire
does not move,
and it is another goal to the Mansfield Eagles.
Left footer.
Fagan's second and Mansfield's 18th. So Mansfield 18-11, 119, leading Shepp Swans 17-13. Scoreboard to you by Henry III.
So when they're out, David, it's just great to watch where the guys can do their stuff. It was a little bit of a loopy kick that Jamie spun around on, but he had the right idea and enabled the player to run onto it. So good footy, seemed to be shifting the footy, sticking to the task, moving it quick and hitting up targets.
Back in the middle of the ground, Staff gets the tap out again. No one there to get the clearance. Fagan buttering up again, got a handball out. German running past
all day.
His opponent. He goes
Foster.
out. Foster goes back looking for German, but the Swans get there in numbers and chop it off. And the ball is on the deck at the forward 50. Nation tackled to the ground. And we'll get a ball up. Left half forward flank for the Eagles, attacking to the netball end. Up it goes. Fagan still in the ruck. No ruckman can touch it. Davies comes through.
Elusive.
Herridge.
Nice
handball
hands.
out over the top. Gardner. Another handball. German. He turns his back to the play. Comes back to Herridge. Herridge tries to take on his man. Slips over. Handball again to German. German's got it. Left foot kick going. Looking for Davies. Flies. Can't take the mark. Nation bounces off his opponent. Goes to Gardner.
Fella.
And Gardner goes the inside-out banana, but it's a point.
Inside-out banana. Does that mean the skin's on the outside and inside to the outside?
Banana bent the wrong way on that occasion.
Yeah.
And the mark has been taken by Jimmy Bennett.
The banana's always been the same way.
What if you turn it over? Is it still the same way?
Oh, no. Good point.
And the Swans have got it at half back. And the Eagles force them over the boundary line there, right near the coaching box. So we'll get a ball in. So a couple of quick goals to the Eagles to kick off the last quarter here. Good to see people watching the game.
Yeah, 51 over there at the Canberra.
Nice to see the netballers over there from the Swans watching on.
Nice pump by Murray from Swans. Right in the hands of Rikus, though. Rikus goes handball. Nation couldn't trap it, and it's over the boundary line. And it'll be a throw-in right in front of the swimming pool here in Mansfield.
So the Eagles' bench is empty. All players are keen to get on the ground. They're waiting at the interchange gate over there. So the rotation's in full swing last quarter here. Fagan goes into the ruck. No clearance. The umpire's blown his whistle. Looks like a free kick coming the Eagles' way.
It's German.
German on the bottom of the pack.
Been so dominant today, German.
Yes,
balanced.
Clearly the best player on the ground. He goes straight down the middle, but the kick is... that might have been his first turnover, Jimmy.
I mozzed him.
You mozzed him. Foster,
Foster, young
goal.
fella, off the pack.
And kicked the goal.
He has, and that'll probably be his second or third, I would imagine.
Foster's... No, first.
First.
Well done, Will Foster.
Where have I been?
So 19-12, 126 Mansfield to 17-13.
So 19-12, I mean, we're talking about 21 off shots, or 31 shots.
31 shots.
You know, and to get 19 goals out of it. Yeah, look, probably needed to straighten up percentage-wise, but so just can keep them down to the one goal.
Yeah, that'll be a big achievement. So.
Well done to Staff. Picked off the pack by Davies.
Tackle.
It's a good tackle by the Swans player. And he's sort of saying, well, hang on, son, why don't I get a free kick for that? And he probably has a good cause, really, in some aspects.
Up it goes. Fagan. Two-handed tap out. Rossi Brown, German, look at that. He's just dodging and weaving now, puts the pedal down.
Full pace. Back to German again, who runs across there from Jimmy Herridge. Bang. Sheen hits the footy on the left. No, he's going to come and do a dodge and weave. Oh, good in-ball, handball there.
And Gardner.
Bang, Gardner.
Goal.
That's that ability, Jamie Sheen, just to change direction. You know, it's just beautiful to watch.
And yet another goal to Tommy Gardner.
Indeed, it's 4 for Tommy and 24 Mansfield. Mansfield now 20-12, 132. Excellent kicking there to 1-7-13 the Swans.
So pouring on the goals here, the Eagles. Good to see them still sticking to the task at hand.
As I said, David, German, probably the best game of footy I've seen by an individual here in Mansfield for quite a period of time.
Up it goes in the middle. Ben Fagan doing the ruck duties. Just let staff tap it down.
He's got collected.
He did get collected. No free kick. He was on the blind side for the umpire there. Back in the middle of the ground. Up it goes. And over the top goes the Shepp.
Oh, nice. Gattuso on the right foot. Bit too wide for the leading forward, though, in number 22, I think it is, or 27.
22.
Which is Glenn Manson, not the Glenn Manson. Played for Carlton. Wasn't bad football. Played for Essendon, too.
He did.
He's a good footballer. Does a lot of work for youth now these days. All right, umpire throws it in, Dave.
And Marwick directs the ball down to guess who, German. He's tackled immediately. No prior opportunity, says the umpire. I'll ball it up. So the Swans have got the ball just inside their attacking 50, left half forward. And lovely
good
pick
grab
up there.
by 23 and Reece Healy.
He goes, Tyrese is tackled and he's going to get a free kick, Tyrese Collison, at centre-half forward. Be just outside the 50 when he kicks for goal.
This is where we want to make sure, Collison, that we don't let them get a couple of goals. We've just got to try and think percentage a little bit now. And
it's too far out, I'd say. Kicked into the man on the mark.
Straight into Rossi Brown. Brown over the top to Wiz Howes. No.
Foster, is it?
No, it's Wizzy Howes again. Oh, no,
Foster.
It's Foster. Foster puts the handball out. Picked off by the player.
Swans have gone forward.
No one can mark. Everyone watches the footy. Patrick Marks comes out with it. Again, Foster. Rikus.
Yes, Rikus to Marks. Bounce. Centre wing. Goes half
that kick. Jamie Sheen's got an acre and a half.
Goes inside to Fagan. Fagan goes to full forward.
The blanket. Is it?
Lockie Christopher.
Lockie Christopher. There. You watch this, he'll tackle him. Told ya.
Got him to the ground.
Oh, yeah, Fagan.
No free kick, says the umpire, and eventually I think that might have gone through for up behind.
He does not let him get away, does he?
There's a Shepp Swans player down there and pretty badly hurt, I think, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Umpire's blown his whistle to stop the game, and
I didn't quite see that. I was watching the footy, guys.
I think Fagan tackled him quite heavily.
So he's in a lot of strife, this young fellow. We'll endeavour to find out who it is down there. I think it might be some sort of leg injury at this stage. All the trainers have made their way out there. The umpire, in fact, is standing a couple of metres from the player, just having a bit of a look to see what's going on.
Did you say that was behind that one, was it?
That was a behind, I believe.
He hasn't signalled yet.
He hasn't signalled a score. It might be out of bounds. I'm not 100% sure there, Paul. Going to be a significant delay here. It appears that the young fella's conscious.
It is a behind, yep.
Yep, there goes the flag waving now. They're talking to him.
Just couldn't... he sort of... his arms are wrapped up in the tackle, so he couldn't sort of protect his head. I think he's hit the ground.
He hit it pretty hard.
He's moving... Oh, that's great. It's number 13 in Mitch Small, and he's actually up, which is great. You know, you don't like to see players getting hurt like that, and you're just so vulnerable, David, when once your arms are trapped.
Yeah.
You know, and it just goes to show with footy, you know, the ground would be pretty soft given the time of the year,
yes.
And yet still can you sort of get a bit of concussion. He's going straight off the ground.
Straight off the ground. The trainer's doing the right thing there, not worried about getting him through the interchange bench.
Kicked in by nice mark by the big fella in number 9, which is Staff. Staff gives a kick That's a good kick too, out in front there. Off hands, Patrick Marks picks it off the pack right in front of the club rooms. He's going to come back inboard. Caswell will run onto this. No. Howes picks it up. Handball to Caswell. Caswell will come out here to Lockie Christopher. He roved it off the pack. He can tackle. He can kick goals as well, the blanket.
Well done to Lockie Christopher. Another goal to the Mansfield Eagles.
Indeed, Mansfield now 21-13, 139 to 17-13 Shepp Swans, and score with you by Henry III.
Yeah, David, that was just sensational. Just read that. It just came back over the pack, off hands, and it was right in the good spot, you know. And it's just great forward play. Your awareness of where the footy's going to drop. You know, a lot of people, some people are pretty critical. His kicking can be sometimes
unreliable.
Yeah, but mate, he just picked that up.
That one went straight through the middle.
Yeah.
Behind it a little.
Back in the middle of the ground. Marwick taking his turn in the ruck. He's going to get clearance here. And it's been chopped off by Zach Alderton from the Swans. They flick the ball around, getting some of their good players involved. Healy goes high towards half forward. Rossi Brown goes for the spoil. Play on, says the umpire, but it's out of bounds and directly under the coach's box there. So just inside the Swans attacking 50 on the members' side of the ground. And Carlton in a world of pain, I'm afraid. Port Adelaide 89, Carlton 68.
Oh dear.
My first winner for the round.
Back it comes in from the boundary umpire. Ball bounces in front of the ruckman, and the Swans force the ball forward again. Marks involved, gets down, gets the ball, fires out of handball. Selmy and
Gallagher.
Look at that.
Ashworth Davies.
Handball.
Oh, look at the pace there. Who's that? No Foster in it? Or no, Howes?
Howes has kicked along the ground.
Scrubby kick though. Bad luck, son. It was good effort, running flat out. Foster wraps him up. So does Howes. They're all in.
Good tackling.
Well done. Young Housey there. He mucked up the kick, so he backed up really quick and ran to the contest. So if you make a mistake, it's great to see him and say, well, hang on, I'm going to help the boys out. I've mucked it up.
And the umpire throws it up. Jacob Howes gets the ball down. Handball from Anselmi. Howes involved again. German.
Oh, look at that
kick out to in front of Christopher. Christopher brings the ball to the ground.
He hasn't got the ball.
He's been blanketed.
And kick there from Fagan goes
he got rugged.
Up and down. Christopher claims the mark, but didn't go 10 metres. And the umpire says, I'll ball it up. About 25 metres out.
He got folded up like a blanket.
Yeah. Poor fella. Up it goes. Big ruckman down there. Murray gets the ball on the ground. The Eagles look dangerous here. Davies.
Ashraf Davies. He's put it 100 metres in the air. It's come down and thank you very much.
That's another goal to the Eagles. Fantastic roving there from Davies in congestion and clever enough to get it on the left boot and slot a goal.
And at the 15-minute mark of the last quarter, Mansfield now 22-13, 145 leading Shepp Swans 17-13.
Raining goals, David.
It is raining goals, yes. Now...
Raining snow on the mountain.
I imagine there'd be a fair bit of snow on the hill after today. They were tipping about 10 centimetres today, so hopefully that arrived in time for the start of the school holidays.
How's our snow going over there too, Sherry?
Where?
Over there.
Where?
That's
our snow. Yeah,
it's still there.
Still there. Hasn't melted yet.
Very good.
Well, it's only 6 degrees, mate. It's not going to melt.
True.
Oh, pick up by Rekas. Quick one by Ashrash Davies. Then he said...
Well spotted, Paul.
Well done, umpire. He's just said, yep. Quick hands. Foster, ball pass. Oh, yes, well done to Blanket. Blanket handballs in. Oh, back first.
Yes.
And it was a good tackle by that man in Bennett. No, they play on. Yep.
Umpire's going to bring it back.
Yeah.
Free kick to Bennett.
So Bennett, who's been, I think, Swan's best player, love his kicking style, David.
They've got a lot of left footers, the Swans.
He's effort. Well, left footers are good footballers, mate.
But they always seem to have a bit of extra time, don't they, those left footers? He goes down the line to the
left-handed
wing.
batsman.
Yes, and there's got to be a mark to the Swans.
He's played on. Zach.
Will he get around on his right? Smothered by Howes.
Davies.
Straight up the ground he goes to Gardner. Gardner goes back to Anselmi. Anselmi got a player on
good
the wide.
Kick.
It's Foster.
Runs
off his opponent.
He should have got inboard to Sheehan. He has in the end.
Sheehan's got it now. He goes backwards to Marton. Marton a little kick forward, and I think that could go in the middle. It does.
Put German under a bit of pressure there, but he was good enough to mark. Short. Oh, Nation. They've got players everywhere. Jamie Sheehan's on inboard if he wants him. Nation says nah. Bounced it. kicked it, bit of a loopy kick to full forward from behind. No mark to Caswell. Off the pack is young Foster.
Point. A point.
Just the 1 point.
Just the 1 point on the scoreboard.
Henry the
there.
Third.
They come in quickly, the Swans, but the ball goes over the top. Oh, well done, that player. He played on, runs on McKinnon, goes into the middle.
Well
strange
done,
decision.
Rossi Brown.
Good
Tackle.
Stefanuti there. Hands and knees. The Swans fired it out, looking for McKinnon. Gardner involved. Brown. Rikas.
Oh, bullet pass.
Nice kick.
Blanket inside to German. German, bang. Thank you very much.
Training drill. Goal to the Eagles.
Yep.
And German's second, Mansfield's 23rd, Mansfield now 23-14, 152 to 17-13, Shepp Swans.
So we've got a player here in the middle of the ground.
Josh Stefanuti, it is in a bit of trouble.
Doesn't look too good, Dave.
From the ground by Chris Jacobs. And he's walking okay, so maybe he's just had the wind knocked out of him.
So again,
leaving the ground under his own steam.
German just running up the corridor, and players being prepared to bring it inboard. Nation again earlier, a bit lucky to get away with that. He really probably should have gone out wide to Jamie Sheen with a handball, but took him on, and that's what you can ask for young kids. Just take the game on, and they certainly, between him and Foster and Gardner, Rikas, really good for the young kids.
Umpire just waiting for the injured player to leave the field. He has now, so he'll throw the ball into the air. Ben Fagan back in the ruck, and Rossi Brown chops off.
Well done, Rossi. Nice hands.
Fagan again goes for German. But German
well cut off.
Cut off. They come back out here to Elverton, and he's handball inside.
Bennett.
Oh, they're mucking around a bit here. Steps through a
Gets
tackle.
away with it.
He goes to centre half forward, and the mark has been taken by Reece Healy. He plays on, player leading up out wide, and has been marked number 4,
which is
Renville. Taking the mark. Man on the mark will be at 45. It'll take a pretty good kick from there. Much angle though. Unselfish play there from Reece Healy, who probably could have made the distance from where he was, but he looked for his teammate. His kick is on the way from 50.
It's a pretty good kick, I think.
And looks like it's got the journey.
Swans, well done.
And the Swans will kick their second goal.
Mansfield now 23-14, 152 to 27-19, Shepp Swans.
Well, their average is 3 goals for the last 2 games, so it'd be nice if we could keep them just to the 2.
Yeah, just the run and spread at the moment. Mansfield, every time they get the ball, they're off and they're on their bike big time, and have been able to sustain that for all the games so far, which is great. Good to see they're not just falling back into some old habits. So up it goes. Fagan just grabs it out of the ruck, slithers along the ground, picked up by the Swans player, comes out to another one. He goes on the left foot. It's a bit of a high ball. In front was Marks, couldn't mark the ball. Collinson it is. That's a Tyrese Collin handball. German, Mr. Everywhere Man.
Oh, there's a bit of an argy-bargy behind play, and the umpire off the ball has come in to get involved.
Tell you what, on my angle there.
And the umpire get out of there, I think. The players, you don't need to be right in their faces like that. Just let them sort themselves out. Boys in the box next door yelling and screaming a bit, enjoying the physical contest. It's a free kick, the Swans.
Where I'm standing, David, there is a Mansfield player that's lucky he was on the wrong side of the umpire, because there was a couple thrown. Oh, shocking kick, like a loopy one. Now it's getting a bit of spite in the game. They're all jumping in.
I think Tyrese might have been tired from going 3 rounds there on the ground there.
Yes.
The kick looked like a man out on his legs.
A bit like Mike Tyson. Big punch by Fagan, who's been good in the ruck. Quick hands, back to Zach.
Goes
from
the
Swans.
Forward.
And a nice mark by Rikas, who gives it a handball to
Marton.
Nation spins around for a young kick. Quick hands. That's Anselmi back to Marton, is it? And then we've got wide here, I think that's Foster, Nation. The young kids are just running towards the end of the game, haven't lost their pace. Dodgy kick out in the full.
Out on the full, yep.
But David, just so the young kids, they're getting the ball across the half-back line and they're still running to the next contest, which is great to see. Big kick to the big fella in Staff.
High switch,
sets him
dangerous.
up. This will come. Oh, well done to Staff from Swans. Beautiful hand to that Tyrese, number 1. Swings around, pretty handy player, this young kid. And
kick.
Chopped off by Anselmi, who plays on. The umpire calls play on. No one touched it. 22, hands to Bennett. Bennett back inside the Staff. Nice tap onto the Swan player. We're at centre half forward. Players jumping in.
Howes, good
Howes
job.
tapped along the ground. Here's German, missed everywhere, man. Another handball by Rikas out to Marks. Marks, oh, just got away with it. And Howes ran around. He goes short.
Look at this.
Fagan.
Just had his man beaten, Ben Fagan on the lead. Takes the mark at 50.
Oh, he's got a player out here wide, David. On number 30, you should give it to him. Yeah, he's decided to.
Now there. Tommy Gardner will be marked in the right forward pocket.
He could have had a picnic out there and he could have put the rug out and got the thermos and undone it by the time they picked him up. He was out there by himself for so long.
So his kick is going to be from outside the boundary line, in fact. He's about 25 metres out, so it's no simple kick. In he comes now. Man on the mark, trying to put him off. Right foot drop punt is high. It's across the face. And will it go through? It's still in play. Foster.
Jamie Sheen.
Flicks it back to Sheen.
Oh, you've got to be joking. No, he's missed
out
it.
on the fall in the other pocket. So
Good
out
try.
of bounds, right forward pocket. And the Swans will get the relieving free kick. And one of their good goers in Reece Healy it is with the ball back there.
Healy. Short kick right in the square. So they haven't gained much, and basically it's like kicking out from full-back and right in the goal square. Up. Well, a bit of a high ball. That doesn't really help his tools. Off hands by the Mansfield player. Grabs it, tosses it out. Stacks on the middle, and the umpire says we'll throw it in.
I think it's Jimmy Herridge on the bottom of the pack, gets up, gives the ball to the umpire there. So ball up, 50 metres from the Eagles' goal, left half forward. No clearance, free kick picked out by the umpire. Which way is going? Looks like it's an Eagles kick. And that might be Davies out there, is it? Or is it Christopher?
It looks like the blanket.
And
Lockie Christopher.
He's pointed at the goals, he's confident.
Is it Lockie?
I think it is. Yeah. I'm going to have a shot from 50. The kick is on the way. It's not going to quite make the distance. A big try there from Ben
Fagan. I think he's hurt himself.
I hope he hasn't taken all the wind out of his rib cage
or
there.
Shoulder.
He's not feeling too good about it at the moment. Might regret that decision to fly. The ball comes back in.
Oh, Howes.
Howes goes looking for a teammate with a handball spinning out of there.
Oh, well done,
Elgidon. He goes back to a running player, and they try to link up through centre wing position. They've still got possession of the ball, the Swans, but I think it's gone over the boundary line.
So the throw-in will be right just in front of the swimming pool. And
so Ben Fagan's up and about. No one from the bench came to see him there, so they just ignored him. Must have thought he was okay. The runner's trotting around the boundary line to check on him now.
So going to throw it in again. Replay. Throws it in. Oh, well done to big Staff. The ruckman from Swans gets the ball out. It's a free kick against Jacob Howes.
Jaden Howes.
Jaden.
Number 1 out there for the Mansfield side.
Well, he's either one Jaden, Jacob or Foster, because they get 1 and 7, so never mind.
Take your pick.
No,
that's it.
And Shepp Swans will go inside 50. Big fella down there, Murray couldn't take the mark, and the ball trickles over the top of the contest and out of bounds in the right forward pocket.
So here we are. It's game's losing a bit of momentum now. We're just going through the motions a little bit. Both times have been flat out at it. Throws it in front of the sports first sign. Off hands, bit of a soccer kick by Marwick. Out there, Marton. Marton to Gallagher. Gallagher to Marton. Marton to German, Mr. Everywhere man. German comes out outside of the ground in front of the box there. Jamie Sheen does well to get front posse. That's it, Jamie. Get it out to him. You'll get this. No. Well done to the Swans players, and Zach Alderton comes back with a handball. They're going backwards. Oh, a bit of a loopy kick. This could be anybody's. And
Marwick.
Play on, Marwick. He does. Smart thinking, Sheehan. Easy as you can get. He gets the handball to German, who's just ran all day. Takes a bounce. Bang. Oh, Smutter. He gets it back off the ground. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, that's like unbelievable. He's kicked it into the man coming at him. He's bounced back at him and gone bang. He has got the ball on a string.
Was that German?
Yeah,
German
another goal
again,
to German.
mate.
Okay, sees Mansfield now 24-15, 159 leading Shepp Swans 2-7-19.
How's that, David?
That was terrific football
Reflexes.
by German. Good team play there. Jamie Sheehan, just a bit of a delay on the handball to send him off into open space, and a very exciting finish to that passage of play.
You got a feel for the Swans player.
Yes.
He did the right thing by smuggling the kick.
Yeah.
You know, but German's reflexes to realise that's going to come back at him that quick was just sensational. And then the run round.
Up it is, goes in the middle of the ground.
Lockie Christopher, good tackle, and then Marwick in the middle here wraps him up.
Time ticking away here, late going in the fourth quarter.
28 minutes gone.
Scotty Marwick taps the ball down, but immediately tackled there. Gattuso for the Swans, so another ball up. They win their tap out that time, the Swans. They get the ball forward, but there's no one down there.
Manton
it's all Eagles.
Oh, here we go.
Time to have a bit of a rest was Davies. Then he kicks it to Anselmi. Marks on the wing.
Had a good day, Anselmi.
He has.
He's gone out wide here.
And that is
Jaden.
Jaden, number 1.
Not Foster.
Not Will Foster. His kick goes
over
the top. And Marwick again. Comes to Anselmi, a little bit
Anselmi
of a
does. He's just everywhere at the moment.
For Lockie Christopher, ball bounces off his chest. Jamie Reekers now twisting and turning, goes out
kick
for Fagan. The ball's just eluded him and gone out of bounds in the right forward pocket.
So it's good movement of the footy and plenty of options. I mean, the pleasing thing, David, is they've all kept running all the time. So when you get the footy, you've got 1 or 2 people to give it out to, or Sheppard. So the teamwork today's been really good.
It has indeed. Boundary umpire throws it back in. Fagan in the ruck. Gives
Foster
a house to Sheehan outside 50. Got
nothing.
Sheehan turns, just waltzes past a couple of opponents and has a ping into the pocket, but it's gone out of bounds. There didn't appear to be a target there for him, and it's a throw in the left forward pocket.
Yeah, David nearly did select another option there, and if you can't kick the distance, you've got to give it off. So maybe he didn't think he was that far out.
And the ruckman
Sheehan
gets it down to Jamie Sheehan, who has a ping. That one was going through, but Swans players are there on the line to make sure it's only up behind. So another score to the Mansfield Eagles.
24-16, 160 to 2-7-19.
160.
Yeah, 141 points ahead.
Well, it's a good percentage booster.
Out they go towards the pool side of the ground. No one can touch it. That's Howes. Jacob Howes goes in to his brother. No, goes over the back. And James Herridge will mark this. And Jimmy will make the distance unless he passes it.
Well, he thought about an option in the pocket.
They had a little moment there where he thought, hang on
off
a second here. Sheehan's still in the box here.
So Herridge has come back inside the centre square.
So Jimmy's going
to a long shot.
Put his name in the paper.
In he comes. Kicks from 50.
Good kick.
Looks good. On the way.
Oh.
And touched right on the line. A couple of Swans players back there.
Centimetres.
Force it through again.
Okay, so the big fella in Staff, the ruckman, takes the kick. He's going right out of the
big
It's a huge kick. Marwick read that well. Mark from behind. Out to Marton. Marton will come this side of the ground towards us. And a nice mark by Howes. And Howes, he says, I'm not going to try the hamstrings out, forget it.
I think the umpire called time comprehensive victory to the Eagles. And can we get